Ay, se hizo de día.
Sumeru City! Ah, we finally made it! Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device.
Oye, pero qué bonito. O sea, para que no tenga información de la calle, es como si fuera un iPod, you know? Un iPod es como, ay, pero no se preocupe, le damos iPhone.
Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless
Otra
research on the
tecnología en Sumeru.
Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical
Literal es el
limitations, the
internet
operation
de
of
Tebat.
Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently
¿Era megas o
changed.
gigas
Now
ese
all
internet?
travelers
Sepa.
are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha
Gigas
terminals.
o
Please
megas.
handle them with care.
It kinda looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, says this little doodad lets you access knowledge. Maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
La grandeza nos bendiga con sus sabia voz. Ah, que también le dan una Paimon. Yo iba a decir, ignoran a Paimon a la pobre.
Something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
¿Te refieres a algo similar a el sentido arácnido de elementos?
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Sería el canto de Dendro guía tu camino. Es como que la fuerza esté contigo.
Now we're in. We can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us.
La encontraron entonces, o sea, recién nacida.
Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Paimon doesn't sense anything.
Tampoco lo ha funcionado conmigo.
Come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it.
Que no falta las referencias.
Paimon's brain is exhausted.
Tal vez pueda conseguir información de forma indirecta.
Smart idea. But what are you going to ask it?
Reina menor Kusanali.
You too? Well, glad it's not just Paimon.
Reina mayor Rukkhadevata, creo que este es el que va a sobresalir de más. El conmutador acá ya no tiene respuesta. en función de la procedencia, edad, experiencia y otros factores de cada persona. O sea que los que te pueden dar a ti, o sea, si tú no sabes patata, menos los demás.
Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
Reina Mayor Ruca de Bata. Sentimientos de afecto, cercanía, añoranza, tristeza y angustia le inundan la mente. Pero es que no tiene sentido. O sea, si fue hace bastante tiempo, ¿por qué la gente sigue triste de que Ruca de Bata ya no está? No lo comprendo. Porque lo que nos comentaron, ¿no? De que Ruca de Bata se fue, o sea, se murió hace cientos de años y coincide cuando ocurrió todo el tema de Caenria. Entonces, durante todo este tiempo han estado sin Dios, al igual que Mondstadt.
He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha. Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate.
Es justo la entradita.
Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home. Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Me pone que es Kusanali, pero en teoría no la aceptan por lo que han dicho. Más adelante lo explican, vale. Sí, porque pues, o sea, lo que habían dicho es que Ruca de Bata se fue de ese... You know.
Sent us here and
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
No estamos aquí para hablar de temas académicos.
here, this is a letter from Tainari.
Oh, let me see. Ah! Ooh, what a relief. You two nearly
Qué rápido
scared the
leíste
life
esa
out of
carta,
me.
compadre.
So, you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
Sí, también lo intentamos nosotros. What the fuck, ¿por qué esconden eso?
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Como tal cual si fueras una tienda de iPhone, de Apple, y que digas, oye, mi celular no prende. Y que te digan, ah, sí, tampoco me prende a mí. Es como, güey.
Well, as I said, this
Eso
isn't
ya lo
my area of
intenté.
expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
O sea, ni siquiera saben cómo se ve ella.
Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing.
Sí, porque para nosotros sí es necesario hablar
In
con
this
ella.
world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom.
Ay, ay, ay.
Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Perla de sabiduría.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me.
Así que tú eres el chismoso del lugar. Así que tú sí le haces unos
Hey, come
cotilleos.
on. This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations
Mucho
were
misterio,
pretty
sí.
low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
Este señor nos está escuchando de fondo. En realidad sí que conocemos a alguien.
Like who?
Ad Astra Avisas.
Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Por supuesto. ¿Usted qué? ¿Qué estaba haciendo el chismoso? Este.
Ad Astra
Tampoco es que nos
Avisas.
sobresalga.
Hello, traveler in Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up
Y
any
siguen
relevant
cediendo
information in
ante
the
la
Akasha.
caja. Todo el
I'm
mundo va a
also
estar
unable to
buscando la
locate
caja.
any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aww, another dead
A toda
end.
persona que le vayamos a
Well,
preguntar a
if
Sumeru
Catherine can't help us,
va a
then
estar
we really
buscando en
don't
la
know
caja.
anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of
Dependen
someone
de
who
la
can help
caja.
you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers
Sin la
Guild
caja
does
no
not
saben
serve
nada.
as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are
Exacto, no es muy
numerous
distinto de
active
nuestra realidad de
mercenary
internet.
groups
Ah, sí, déjame buscar el
collectively
video.
known
Cabrón,
as
es
the
cerca del internado
Eremites.
pareja. Literal. Los eremitas.
They take on various
Capaz ellos sí,
contracts and
porque
work all
no han de
across
tener como
Sumeru,
esta cosa.
so they naturally accrue intelligence.
Pues claro, no lo comparten en la caja.
An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Sí, la verdad que sí.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar.
Es la mejor, Catherine.
You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Pa. Es acá abajo. Que sí está grande, ¿eh? O sea, parece que está chiquito, pero en verdad está grande porque tiene diferentes niveles.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even
Otra vez
the
dependen de
Sumeru.
la caja.
We originally came from the desert.
Chiquito en cuanto a terreno, pero grande por la
Gods
altura,
there
exacto.
died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living.
Los
We
dioses de allí
don't
murieron
beg
hace tiempo.
gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care.
Exacto, o sea, la tienen muy abandonada. La pobre Kusanali está encerrada porque nadie la quiere reconocer. O sea, o sea, hazte cuenta, ¿ok? Naces en un templo así medio abandonado, sin saber de nada, y de repente dices, oh, eres la gran diosa y vas a tener de todo. Y te llevan aquí para quedarte encerrada porque nadie te acepta como diosa. Pero te llevaron que porque eres la diosa. What the fuck?
In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence,
Es lo que había dicho de no querer aceptar el presente exacto.
And hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's...
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Igual. O sea, es que es eso.
But who knows?
Te obligan a que tomes el título. O sea, me da que ni siquiera de ser ella la diosa. You know? Simplemente requerían alguien en físico que tuviera el título del arconte dentro. No más para que Sumeru no quedara sin arconte, igual que Mondstadt. Y que sea como un objetivo de conquista, como lo ha intentado los Fatui con Mondstadt. Pero gracias a los caballeros de Favonius no se han permitido. No, ya nos explican la trama, me imagino. Sí, porque es que no tiene sentido. La encuentro, me la llevo, la nombro diosa, pero nadie la quiere aceptar. Y van a sacar el mismo tema. No tienen información alguna.
Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it.
Es control de la información. Los eruditos aquí son unos corruptos. No quieren que la gente sepa la verdad. ¡Revolución! ¿Cierto? Si no están en la Akasha significa que no es importante que lo sepa. What? ¿Quiénes controlan la Akasha? Porque aparte, o sea, que es algo que dejó la gran diosa Ruka de Bata. Pero en verdad, o sea, los que crearon estos dispositivos para conectar la red de la gran diosa Ruka de Bata fueron los eruditas. Entonces, ellos están controlando la información.
Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Nice! Okay, qué buena fortuna.
Really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon.
¿Qué leyenda?
Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "Oh, Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you."
O sea, ¿qué estás diciendo de que en verdad es omnipotente?
Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go.
¡Qué gran historia!
Yeah, thanks for the story. Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that,
La están buscando. Están controlando esta información.
I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Están controlando la información. A full. No quieren que nadie hable de Kusanali.
What the heck just happened?
Tal vez tenga que ver con esos
It
tipos.
looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her? This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali. We can't let them get in the way now. Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
Hola, no, estoy perdida. ¿Me tengo que meter aquí? No, para acá.
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
Corran
No,
insensatas.
wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run.
Escondámonos en algún lugar entonces.
Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
Cerca del puerto.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
Te refieres a la puerta, ¿no? Ah, no, es que sí tienen puerto. Se me olvida. No es un puerto de río, pero es un puerto. La música es preciosa. Pero no tan preciosa como el de Porto Olmos. O el de Olmos es bellísimo.